So this man right here is actually going to be the topic of today's video. His name is Big Nick, and some of you might remember that I talked about him around a year ago when I made my documentary style video about David Douche Nozzle. Back then, Big Nick was basically trying to expose David for being a big bad bully of a boss back when he was involved in his vlog squad in around 2016 to 2018. Some of you are probably looking at the screen right now like, I have no idea who this is. I've never seen this guy in my life, but it's actually because this man has had quite the physical glow up. And I say physical glow up because his mental's all messed up, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Some of you guys might remember him looking a little bit more like this. I'm telling you guys, the glow up is real, okay? This guy went from looking like a 10-year-old computer science prodigy to an extra in Tyga's next music video. And some of you might even remember him looking a little bit more like this. You know, I feel like the blue hair was kind of like his patented thing. Or even for pictures like this, you know, at that time, I guess what David said is what went. So when David wanted him to dye his hair blue, he said, yes, Windmaster. You know, Big Nick was big dick riding back in the day when it comes to David Dobrik. And then he was out here acting like he was the Antichrist because he didn't want him to appear in the vlog anymore. Some of you guys might remember the whole controversy was basically that this guy was only in the vlogs because he is a little person and they could make fun of him for that. And basically, if it's good for the vlog, David's gonna do it. You know, that point has pretty much been made time and time again. So once the guy was like, hey, I don't really want to be made fun of anymore, David basically told him, hey, kick fucking rocks. And the whole reason David was even rocking with this guy in the first place is because he was actually more relevant than him at the time that they first met. They were both trying to blow up on Vine at the time. I believe that's around 2012 to 2015 range. And back then, Big Nick was one of the biggest creators on that platform, making videos like this.
Nobody ever helps me in this house. If you want me to help you clean the table up, go to your room. You don't want me to go to your room.
So yeah, back here he's just like a little ass kid, I'm pretty sure. It says 2013. You know, this was back when even just having something obscure about you, like being a little person, oh, you're gonna be viral as fuck. And I bring him up today because he's been back to wreak havoc on the internet once again. You know, I did mention him basically alluding to the idea that David Dobrik was the Antichrist. And it kind of fits in with his whole theme. You know, he's one of those like born again Christians who's been saved by the word of the Bible. And I'm not trying to mock anyone who thinks that way, but this guy is kind of just like a fraud Christian to me. Based on a lot of his content he's posting up on Christian TikTok, this man is very judgmental and basically thinks if you follow any other religion besides Christianity that you're a fraud and that you should be ashamed. And overall, this is one bitter motherfucker. So we're going to check out some of the highlights that I found on his page and we're going to talk about it. Alright, so this one's probably one of my favorites. I'm pretty well documented in saying how I feel about Joel Osteen as a person. For those of you that don't know about Joel Osteen, he's basically one of the biggest preachers on the planet. And he's not a good guy, okay? He's not a good guy at all. He hoards all his wealth. He had this mega church, and when they had the floods in Houston, leaving a lot of people homeless and without shelter, he refused to even open his doors. And overall, he has a long track record of being an absolute swindler all through the name of religion and through the power of God. So yeah, it's gonna be this viral clip where this guy kind of like claps Joel Osteen's religious cheeks.
Here with Joel Osteen. Hey man, you know you're a piece of shit, right? You know, right?
You've probably seen that clip go viral where the guy cusses up Joel Osteen. Behavior like this is really unwise, and here's why. Many people want to condemn these mega preachers, right? Completely assuming that they know all of their life just because they have money.
I mean, we do see Joel Osteen driving in like a $400,000 car almost every other week buying some new shit. His church doesn't pay any taxes. He's taken PPP loans time after time again, you know, loans that are reserved for small businesses, but he's using them for his mega church. I mean, the man is literally taking advantage of Christianity and using it for a pretty immoral purpose. So you would think someone like Big Nick, if he was such a big Christian, would really condemn what he's doing, because that's really not what the Christian religion is about.
People have this weird narrative that all Christians are supposed to be like super poor or something, like God doesn't want to bless his children.
No one's saying that he has to be poor, but he has an abundance of wealth, and he's shown time and time again that he's going to refuse to help the general public who's made him so rich. while he also skates on things like taxes and takes advantage of tax loopholes to not pay any money to the government, or really from an economic standpoint contribute anything to society.
And if you're criticizing somebody that God has equipped, you're directly criticizing God's kingdom work on earth itself.
Who's to say that God equipped him to do fucking anything? I mean, who's to say that this man is not the work of the goddamn devil? And this is also one of the funniest parts of his little revamp, is that he's now become some sort of Christian rapper, with a lot of his songs being filled with very judgmental bars, you know, go figure.
Everybody's scared to say it, but I'm not afraid. Buddha, Allah, all them frauds, Christ the only way.
Alright, so let's stop right there. This man said Buddha, Allah, all of them frauds, Christ the only way. First of all, let's get something straight. Buddha never claimed to be a god. Buddha was just there to teach a certain way of life and a certain set of beliefs. For him to say that Allah is a fraud is literally him saying that God is a fraud. I mean, I guess the little idiot hasn't really done like his own research and realized that Allah and God are pretty much synonymous with each other. You know, there's something called other languages, you fucking idiot. And so once again, this man is disrespecting the Lord. Also, let's be honest, this shit is straight dumpster juice.
Progressive Christians need to change because they aren't saved. Need y'all to read Revelation 21:8. They hate on me because I'm pro-life, that's so strange. Satan got these people fooled, got them deranged. But I'm here.
Bro, if you're sitting there listening to this in your headphones,
stop it. Get some help.
Once again, he does something here to show that he's not being a good Christian by using Christianity itself, like his hero Joel Osteen, to promote what's basically his business, the way he's making money, his Christian rap.
This is my music video, Sinful World. It's got 32k views and 5.5k likes. It's a video talking about God and standing up for righteousness. This is a video by Cardi B. It's got 426 million views and 8 million likes. And it's a video of her bragging about her private parts.
So this idiot is really gonna compare his shitty little music video to one of the biggest artists in the world with one of the biggest songs in the world, WAP, and saying, help me fight back against the satanic music industry.
Let's fight back against the satanic music industry and support Christian music. Click this link in my bio to go support my new music video.
That's why he fucks with Joel Osteen, man. I told y'all, he's using Christianity to push something that's gonna make him money. And he does this over and over again, okay? A video of a woman rapping about her private parts has 425 million views, while a video rapping about God has 6.8 million views. This is proof we are once again in dark times. Dude, if you don't shut your bitch ass up.
So check this out, right? These people put a nail in my friend's hand, they spit on him, and put a spear in his stomach.
And his name was Jesus Christ.
Amen, baby! I know!
That one's just fucking weird to me. He says 6 feet apart, wearing masks. Does this sound familiar? You are willingly taking part in a Luciferian ritual. You know, this is why some people cannot take Christians seriously, because I do think that religion is inherently a very good thing. But to me, this type of person literally is like making a mockery of the very thing that they claim to love so much.
One of the most frequent comments I get is, respect all religions, or it's a sin to judge another religion. Now let's see what the Bible actually has to say about that. Let's look at Galatians 1:8-9 here.
He's like, hey, the Bible says it right here. You know, I got the receipts. I can shit on all of y'all. This guy don't fuck with Muslims. He don't fuck with Buddhists. He don't fuck with Baptists. He don't fuck with Catholics. So it's like if you're not with him, you're against him. And I really think that's not the message that God was spreading, man. Here he says things Christians should avoid. And one of them, once again, is respecting other religions. Like, what a fucking asshole, man. Look at him dancing to this shit. So right here he lies. He says, I was born with my leg turned outward. It caused me to limp when I walked. And then he pretends like he had some type of miraculous recovery when the guy's just slapping him in the fucking face. He didn't heal you with that slap, dude. You went and got a fucking surgery, bro, with that David Dobrik dick riding money. Ooh, I really loved this one too, okay? This is this guy's version of a pickup line. He says over here he's still searching for a wife. POV, you're at church camp and a guy said he had a vision from the Lord that you were his wife. Oh my god, I'm cringing already.
Hey, sorry to interrupt you. I just had to get this off of my chest. I felt like the Lord told me and showed me in a vision that you were supposed to be my wife. I know, it's crazy. But see...
So now he's trying to use the Lord to get some pussy? That's super fucked up, dog. First you're using the Lord to make money, and now you're using him to, like, get some bitches?
See, whenever the Lord tells me something, I obey. So, if you want to get coffee or something
So
like
yeah,
that.
you better
Because
obey and
I
suck
saw it in
this
the
dick,
spirit realm.
is what he wants
right?
to
Like,
say.
I'm not making this up. I literally saw it in the spirit realm that we were supposed to be together. We had 3 kids. They were mixed kids. They looked really cute. So if you want to get some coffee or something,
It's a wonder why you're single, right? And here's just one last cringy TikTok for the road. He says, Christians aren't supposed to judge. There's multiple verses that say otherwise. You can be a liberal Christian if you serve Satan. People can love whoever you want. Oh, I forgot. He's super, like, anti-gay rights, too. Love does not equal lust, he says. Yeah, because if you're gay, you know, you can never fall in love. You know, you're just lusting for each other all the time. He's the one trying to use God's name to pick up some snatch, but, I digress. You guys, I knew this was going to be a fun one after I saw some of this guy's TikToks. I hope I didn't offend anyone out there who actually follows religion, you know, in the way you're supposed to. I mean, someone like this to me is just an absolute joke. In a lot of ways, I would call him a false prophet. And I think he has a lot to learn before he calls himself a true Christian or member of any other religion for that matter. I hope that the comment section doesn't turn into too much of a war zone with this being a more religious video. I just think we should all respect each other, man. And I think the further you look into other religions, the more you realize that a lot of them are more alike than people, you know, really think. But let me know what you guys think about Big Nick down below. Are you gonna be following him on his newborn Christian journey? As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching and subscribing today. And as you guys know, it's been your boy Tan Superman back in the flesh, and I'm out. Peace!